Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 cool things you can do with the Xiaomi 12T and Xiaomi 12T Pro. The first thing I want to show you is you can have a nice sidebar here with quick access to your favorite apps. Very useful. But don't wonder if it doesn't find it right now here because you have to enable this feature first. Let me show you how you can do that. For that, just scroll down here right next to the camera, scroll down right next to the camera, and then you will have here always the symbol for the settings. Just tap on it. Now you need to scroll down to the point Special Features, and you will find the point Floating Windows. And you will have the option to have a sidebar. Just tap on it and make it like me here, always shown, turn this feature on here. Then you will have this little sidebar here with the quick access to your favorite apps, almost invisible. If you don't like the position, you can put it also on another position if you long press it, and then you can put it also on the other side, by the way, what is useful if you're right-handed, because then you could use also the phone something like in a one-handed mode. You just swipe it like ours with your thumb and you can choose easily your app. So a pretty nice mode. And by the way, if you choose an app here, it comes in a floating window mode. Now you can put it also to another position if you want, and you can meanwhile do the stuff you are still doing, maybe watching a video and so on, and just answer messages maybe with WhatsApp here next to. If you want to close it, just go here on the bar below and swipe it up like this, and this floating window has closed. The next feature I want to show you is pretty crazy, because you can have with one phone something like two phones. So you can have two spaces on one device. Maybe one space for your private stuff and one space for your business stuff. One space for your private stuff and the second space for your very private stuff. Let me show you what I mean. So just scroll down here, right next to the camera, go down here to the symbol for the settings. Then you need to point again Special Features, and you will find the point second space. Just turn it on. And now the phone is creating it. Two spaces, one device. Go and continue after. Sometimes my phone has a problem here with the screen. So now you can choose how you want to switch between these both spaces. Now with the password or with the shortcut, I will recommend to you to take the password. I will show you later why. Go and continue. Set now a password for the second space. Now that's completely secret. And now you have to enter first your first space password. This is nothing else than your regular phone pin, so the one to unlock the screen with. So just enter it. In my case, 4 times the 1. Please take yours. Go down on next. By the way, if you don't have a phone password right now, you just enter one now, so the phone will guide you during the process. But I think you have one already, so just enter it. You go on next. And now you have to create the pin for the second space. Okay. I will choose now 4 times the 9. Please take yours again. Now choose yours, a more secure one. Go ahead and continue. And now you have to re-enter it. Okay. The next step you can add also fingerprint, but this is taking too much time. I go and skip. And yeah, this is now my second space here. But let me enter first again the main space, that you can compare a bit. Okay, it's my main space. I have already some apps here, as you can see, and I've also used some pictures in my gallery and so on, also browser history and so on. Let me enter now the second space. So just go on standby again and enter not your phone pin. In my case, it was 4 times the 1. Sorry. Now my second space pin is 4 times the 9. And now I enter a complete independent area. So it's like as you have bought the phone brand new, without any apps, and also an empty gallery and so on. It is completely independent. That means all the pictures I'm taking here in that second space stays only in the second space. All the apps I will download here, also with an own Google email address, I have it only here in the second space. And also if there are some notifications appears, they are only visible if you work with the second space. They are not visible on the first space. So it's also a bit like a secret then. So you have a lot of opportunities, and also the browser history. Now, the browser history is also completely independent from the first page, so all the websites you're surfing on, they will stay here only in the second space. The only thing what is appearing on both spaces are the calls and the messages. If you don't have the contact, if you don't have saved the contact on both spaces, you will see on one space only the number then. That's all, but the content and so on you can see on both spaces for the messages, also for the regular text messages and the calls. But maybe if you're having WhatsApp or other apps, messaging apps, it only appears here on the second space. The same thing also, otherwise, if you're working with a first space, all the app data there, they're only visible in the first space, and if you're working then in the second space, you can't see them. So very nice for the business or for whatever you will need it for. Okay, let's go now back here to the main screen, also to the main space. And the next feature I want to show you is you can split the screen. The phone is large enough to do that. Maybe you want to watch a video meanwhile you're reading an article, maybe for the same topic and so on. Let me show you how you can split the screen. For that, you need to open first the apps you want to use. Let's do it in our example here. Let me open YouTube here, and I want to read something here, an article. Let's open then here the Chrome browser. Okay. Now I just go here on the square for the recent tabs. Now, if you're using the gestures, just swipe in, leave your finger. So just go here to the recent tabs, and now open the app first you want to use on top of it. For that, just long press now the app you want to have on top. In our case, YouTube. And now you have here two bars. The second icon here. Tap on them. And now YouTube is here on top of our screen. Choose now the app you want to have on the lower screen then. In our case, it is the Chrome browser. And now I have on top here of the screen YouTube. And I can meanwhile here follow my article during watching the video. If I want to have more space here for the video, I can just use the bar in the middle to swipe it a bit down to have more space here for the first half of the screen, and for the lower part I can swipe it up, and I have then also here more space. Yeah, and if you're ready with it, if you just want to use one app, you can swipe it down to have YouTube, or swipe it up if you want to have the Chrome browser. So pretty easy and very useful in some cases. The next video I want to show you is something for the health. It sounds very crazy, but you can measure your heart rate here with the phone. Let me show you how you can do that. For that, just scroll and you're right next to the camera, go to the symbol for the settings, go to the point special features. As you can see, there are nice points in it, and tap here on heart rate. And it works with the fingerprint sensor, and if you're using it for the very first time, you have to allow to give your permission. Just tap on it and also tap on allow, and you are here in that mode. Okay, now put your thumb on the fingerprint sensor, and the phone is measuring your heart rate and give the BPM. So keep on holding your finger, and below you can see already a little countdown. Just works, also it's just a few seconds, and then the phone is giving me that result here. I hope that's fine. If not, please write it to me in the comment. I hope you're not too late. And yeah, so a pretty nice tool. I hope everything is okay with you. And yeah, why not? Pretty easy. Measure it sometimes, and I think it's a good feeling if you see that everything is fine. And if not, you can react much faster and may save your life also. Okay. Let's continue in the program. The next feature is crazy and will increase your heart rate because you can do a lot of nice stuff with the camera. Just tap here on the camera, and by the way, we have some more options here, and a pretty awesome feature here is the clone option. For the very first time, you just have to tap it one time, and then it will downloading this feature. And it takes a few seconds. Internet is required, of course. And after, just use the clone thing here. You can clone yourself in a picture, you can clone yourself in a video, or you can make a freeze frame. Maybe you want to make a video, just tap here on the arrow, and you have some instructions here before how it works and so on. A pretty nice feature, and yeah, you can work here with yourself in one video. Let me show you some examples. This is how to clone yourself in a photo. So just take your picture and then go in another position, and then you are again on the same picture, and you can clone yourself more than just 2 times. And the same thing you can do also in a video. So may you dance like my son or better. And then you can dance right next to you after, if you want. So many opportunities, as you can see. And then you can have also a walk into yourself. So this is the last freeze frame feature here. So just walk, and in the video you will walk into yourself. Cool. And you can not only clone things, you can also erase stuff from your pictures. Also pretty crazy. Let me show you what I mean. So I will take a picture first here with 2 coins on the table. Okay. So let me go now here on the preview. By the way, you can do the same thing also later in the gallery. And tap here on the black field, and you have the option now to edit it. Tap on it. Okay, first of all, what is very nice, always show this also, you can crop a part of the picture. If something is on the side you don't want to have, just crop the picture. Pretty nice. Go in the checkbox, and a part of it is disappeared. But what I want to show you is how to erase objects here in the picture. Go for that on AI. And now you have this point here, erase. Okay, now choose the thing you want to erase. Maybe let us erase here the 10. Yeah, I think it's from Poland. 10 zloty coin here. Mark it also a bit further here. Leave your finger, and it disappeared. Crazy, huh? Isn't it? And my table have a little structure, and it's also almost impossible to realize that there has been something. If I know it, okay, I see a bit, but it's almost impossible. Let me go back. There's the coin. There, the coin has disappeared. Crazy, huh? Okay, don't forget after to enter here the checkbox and go on save, and then this crazy picture will be part of your gallery. And you can take also pictures here from your screen, so a screenshot. Let me show you how you can do that. For that you will have some options. For the first one is with the buttons, so you can use the power button and the volume down button for the same time. Just press it for short for the same time, and you're having a screenshot. After you can see the preview, and you can send it directly to your friends with WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger, and so on. So one more time, the power button and the volume down button, just for short together, and you're having a screenshot. If you tap here on the preview, you have also directly the options to edit it. Now you can copy a part, or if you want, you can also draw something inside or highlight something as you want. And if you tap then later on the checkbox here, you can send it directly to your gallery. Pretty nice. And there's a second way to take a screenshot, and this is pretty cool as well, because you can use 3 fingers, swipe them down, and you're having a screenshot as well. One more time, take 3 fingers, slide them across the screen, and you're having a screenshot as well. Please take care with this option that you don't put it too much on the top, because then you will having here also the notifications. So do the 3 fingers screenshot below the cam, and a very nice option. By the way, if you use the 3 finger option, you can do also something else. If you hold your finger here on the screen, you have later the option here to cut something out of the screen, make a rectangle thing and so on. Or you can use also the lasso one here. You can draw something here, and you will crop only this marked part here. Pretty cool. And if you want, you can also take a video here from your screen. Actions, that works also. So just scroll on your right next to the camera, go here on the second page. Yeah, here are much more icons, and one of it is the video cam here, the screen recorder. Just tap on it, and then you have this little tool here. Now you can move it to another position if you hold it. And yeah, with the first button here, you can start the video now and stop it later. And the second one is to have your existing screen recordings here. And the last one is pretty important. I recommend you to use it first. These are the settings for the screen recorder, because you can set up the resolution and the video quality of the video. Same also for the frame rate. These three things increases the video quality much, but as higher the video quality is, as more storage it requires. Think about your storage is limited here. So if you just want to make a tutorial, a simple one for your friends, choose a lower resolution and a lower video quality. The sound source is also pretty important if you just want to have the system sounds or the app sound, or if you want to have the microphone to explain something. And also the last part is pretty important, because if you want to show you touch gestures and the button taps. In case you want to explain something, no one sees really where you have touched the screen or which button you have pressed. And if you enable these both features here, everybody can see which button you have pressed with a little animation, and also where you have tapped the screen with a little animation. So pretty cool. And yeah, if you want to start a recording, as I said, use the first one. Now the tool becomes almost invisible and so on, but you can still move it to another position. And if you want to stop later the video, just tap one time to make it visible and tap another time to stop the video. And by the way, if you want to remove this tool here, just go here on the X now and just disappear, but you can have it always back, as I have shown you before. And yeah, where are the screenshots and the screencasts and so on? Of course, here the gallery, they're mixed up here with the photos. It's the reason why I recommend to you to go always here to the albums, because the screenshots and the screencasts have here their own folder only for your screenshots and screen recordings. The next video I want to show you is to save energy, because there are times you need your smartphone a bit longer, or you have no chance to charge it in between and so on. Let me show you a pretty awesome mode how you can extend the battery lifetime for more than 3 times. Sounds incredible. Let me show you more. Just go here on the point security. It's the white, it's the app here with the green app with the white shield in it. And there's a point named battery. And yeah, it's a very nice overview, by the way. You can see here what is taking the most energy of the phone first. Maybe you have an app which is taking a lot of energy, and you can see that here then, and you react. And yeah, on top of it, you can see the remaining time. I have actually 80% battery, and with my usage and so on, the phone is calculating 21 hours usage remaining time. And I can boost up also the phone here. It's the maximum that the phone is squeezing out the maximum of the CPU and so on. I can save a bit battery here if I want, what is pretty nice. And the phone will turn down some backward activities and lower also in case the CPU. But what I want to show you, so usually you can use balance because the phone is pretty fast. So it's a pretty fast CPU, by the way. But in case you need your phone longer, we have actually 21 hours, as I have said, but with the Ultra Battery Saver, you can extend the battery time up to 67 hours, so more than 3 times. Just enable here this feature, go on OK, and it will disable many stuff in the background, of course, and you have just a simple overview. For the very first time, we will ask you also if you want to turn on the location services and so on. Just go on yes, because then you can use later also Google Maps for the navigation. Okay, as you can see, we have a limited app screen here with the most basic stuff and so on, but you can add here apps with the plus symbol. Maybe if you want to have YouTube or Instagram and so on, you can do that. Just go on OK and choose the apps you want to have here. Okay, go on done, and they will appear also. You can have it at maximum 9 apps here on the screen. Also games, by the way, they would work as well. And also WhatsApp, no? You have also all your chats and so on. No? What you can see already, the screen timeout is very early. Now, that's one thing. Also to save energy, if the screen timeout is early, and also the background is dark. No? If the dark stream is enabled, no? Every black area here is turned off from the pixel lights. And this is the OLED screen can do that, and it saves also a lot of energy. And yeah, as I said, more than 3 times of energy we're having right now. And may this feature saves your life one day. You should really know about. Okay, and if you have the chance again to charge your phone and so on, and you can, you want to work again with the regular mode, just go you on exit, and you will be back in the, general mode, in the regular mode. By the way, nothing will be deleted in the background. You can use the same data and so on. So a pretty awesome tool. Yeah, not awesome. The last feature is also pretty cool. For that, just enter the cam here and go here on the white square with the white point in it. That's Google Lens. A pretty awesome tool, and it can recognize things. Let me take again the 50-cent coin and take a picture of it. I want to know what it is, and the phone tells me what it is. It is a 50-cent coin, as you can see here. And that works also with plants maybe, no? Or with flowers and with buildings. If you want to have more information about buildings, you can hold your phone on it and it will tell you more about that building. It works also with animals and so many stuff. A pretty awesome feature, and it can do more. Let me take here a book, because if you're going here on text, you can scan here also the texts. As you can see, it has marked the text, and if we go now here on the shutter button, I copy the text, and now I can work on it. Now I don't have to write word by word. No, I have the complete text now here in my phone, and I can work on it. Pretty awesome. Especially if you're using it in school or for the university and so on. Pretty awesome. And you can even listen to that.
Sonntags im Sommer spazierte
Crazy, huh? So a pretty nice feature. And as you have heard maybe or seen, this is a German book. You can go also and translate here and hold your phone again on it, and it will give you a live translation without pressing any shutter button. Just hold your phone on the text with the other language, and it gives you a live translation. And by the way, I haven't told the phone that it's German. It auto-detected the language by its own. You need internet for that, that's clear. And yeah, and if you tap here on the shutter button, the phone will copy the translation directly. And you can work now on the translation. Also a pretty nice feature for studies, and of course also for holidays. Think about you're in a restaurant and you don't know what to order because everything is in a local language. You can just check live what you want. Also what is there. So a pretty nice feature, as you can hear maybe also in my voice. I like it. Okay, and even translation you can listen to.
On Sundays in the summer, the band would stroll into.
So a pretty awesome feature. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I could show you here some nice tools for the phone. And yeah, maybe if you want, you can leave me a nice comment or give me a thumbs up. That would be very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos if you're interested in with some more tips and tricks and so on. Or you can also subscribe me to don't miss a new video. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, maybe until next time. Ciao.